Yo, yo, yo. I'm gonna start talking right away because I know the replay of this live stream is gonna go up on the channel, and you guys are gonna be like, "Why aren't you talking yet?" Normally, I'm waiting for people to get inside of the chat. This was very random of a stream, so I don't expect a lot of you guys to be on. A lot of you guys over there in Italy, it's like 9 p.m. at night, so you might be getting ready for bed, and all of a sudden you're seeing this dude pop up with a live stream notification. So um, I was planning on making a video for you guys, and then that video didn't necessarily work out as planned. So I'm going to use this opportunity to just get on live stream and talk about that, and then I'm going to let you guys talk about a few things while we're at it. So hopefully the mic is good. I'll wait for somebody to get in the chat to say that they can actually hear me, but it looks like it's showing up okay. I just want to make sure the volume's good. Like we're good on that because it shows only like 2 bars out of 5, I think, or out of 6. Yeah. So I want to make sure if you guys can't hear me, type in a live stream just so then I can start my conversation with you guys. So let me know what you're feeling. You guys can hear me. All right, you're good. Okay. All right. So we got that clarification right away. So again, I was gonna make a video on something different, and then I ended up just hitting live. Well, first I was like, let me whip up a thumbnail real quick, a title, type some things in real quick, and throw in a live stream. So if it all is messy and unplanned, that's exactly what it was. I was about to record a video for you guys. So what the video was I was going to record was the configurator of the 2025 Alfa Romeo Giulias and Stelvios, because we just got the press releases yesterday and those videos came out. Well, you guys got the Tonale today. I didn't want to give you too much at once. So I gave you the Giulia, then I gave you the Stelvio, then I gave you the Tonale today and the press release information from Alfa Romeo USA. So technically they came out, what's today? Friday. They came out Wednesday, but I got to it Thursday, and then now here we are on Friday. But I was going to make a build video. I had someone tell me in my inbox and Instagram that the configurator was live, so I went on yesterday and confirmed it. I was like, okay, great. So I'll do like I normally do a configurator video after I do the press releases, give you guys time to digest it before I did the configurator build. And I went through it myself and I showed it, I was showing myself, I was like, okay, yeah, it's pretty simple. There's not much going on this year, if you guys didn't know, which is going to be what you guys probably think this video is about, but we can turn it into that as well. So I went to do the video today and record it just now, and then the configurator was taken off. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, am I tripping? But I was like, no, it's only letting me do 2024 models for the configurator. I'm like, what happened? Because I literally had the 2025s up, and that's not the only thing. I'll get to another thing in a minute, but it literally only gave you the Giulia and Stelvios, right? And they were the 2 liters, okay, and then you had between those packages, you had your colors and all that stuff that we talked about. You didn't have any quadrifolio models. Remember, the quadrifolio models are done. And this was really our eye opener right here, because there was no press release on quadrifolio models. There were only press releases on the 2-liter Stelvio, 2-liter Giulia, and the Tonale. That means that's it. I mean, that's like we knew it was it with the Super Sport editions, but then we got the press releases for the next model years, and we're like, wow, there's no quadrifolio models for 2025. It's really it. Like, you don't believe it until you believe it, and then you start to be like, okay, now it's processing. And now I believe it. Like, we're it. If you guys want a quadrifolio new, you got to get a 2024 model year. Carbon edition, Super Sport, and Vasario has been sold out for a while, or just regular models. Get a quadrifolio if you want a new one, because the next iteration we'll probably see in 2 years when it comes to the Giulia and Stelvio. And that might be an electric powertrain. It's going to be on a different platform, the Stella Large platform. Might have the Hurricane engine. We're not exactly sure what's going on for sure yet until we see these things testing, which I'm sure we will see the Stelvio start to test this winter, doing some cold weather testing. I'm sure we'll see spy shots of that showing up, and more than likely we'll get some sort of spring debut, summer debut, possibly with a fall delivery to dealerships. So that's my guesses. Another thing is not just the configurator disappearing, but if you guys know, I'm always trying to jump on what's next, what's coming out of dealerships, what's going on in my areas because I'm a content creator. This is what I do. So I'm always on dealership websites seeing what inventory they got in. There was two 2025 Alfa Romeo Stelvios. I'm not saying what dealership, going to a specific dealership in the Florida area. I was planning on reaching out to that dealership to go film those cars. I kid you not. I even went on today and those cars were no longer there. Now they were there with a sticker, like you could click on the sticker and see the sticker. That's how I knew about the Veloce package and everything like that. They had what kind of spec they were and all that kind of stuff. They had two models. They had a red one and a black one coming, 2025s. I went on their website today, gone. Now I'm gonna double check this again as I'm here on a live stream, so I don't sound like a complete idiot. But I literally just jumped on here. I'm like, wait a minute, the 2025s that are supposed to be going to this dealership are gone. The configurator for 2025 is gone. What is going on? Like, did we do things too early? Were they not ready? So you guys aren't gonna be able to see this, but let me just say configure Alfa Romeo USA configurator. All right, so unless they just block my IP address from everything, which I have a good relationship with Alfa Romeo USA, so I don't think that's the case. Okay. I'm going to configure it. You guys can check this too and see if it works for you. Yes, just the 2024s there. Did anybody check after my videos yesterday? Did anybody go on the website and try to configure one? So you can back me up on this because literally these configurators were here. And this is why I'm sitting here right now. I had my lights and everything already because I was ready to make a video for you guys. And the configurator is pulled. It's just the 2024 models now. So I'm baffled. And then the dealership that I was going to reach out to, and if any of them are watching this, they might reach out to me and tell me what happened. But those cars were taken off of their dealership inventory on incoming inventory. So meaning that they're no longer incoming for the moment. But I mean, like the full stickers and stuff were there. And I'm like, I can't film everything in one day, but I wish I would have jumped on it because shoot, like now I don't hold on, okay. Year, yeah. They only got 2024s now, but they had 2025 models. You guys might think I'm going crazy. While we're talking about this, while we're on the subject, because you guys are probably here because you think I'm making another video on what happened to the actual cars and the simplified specs and stuff. We can get into that in just a moment as well. But let me see what you guys got to say in the chat. Stellantis only cares about saving money. They have dumbed down everything. I ain't going to say you're right, but you said it. Good evening. Hi, what's going on? Very poorly run company, Stellantis. Sorry, just the truth. EV sucks. EVs are fine. Got no issue with them at all. I have 3 manual transmission ICE cars. Okay, that's what's up. Love a little bit of everything. Color Tavares is out. I've heard that there's some rumors because his contract will be ending in a couple of years, 2026, I believe, which is ironic because that's when we'll see the Giulia and Stelvios kind of really start to hit the lots. Yeah, we'll see what happens. When are the 2025s coming out in New York? Again, I thought they were coming to Florida within a matter of weeks because they were on a dealership website. And then, yeah, they're not anymore for some reason. As of today, they got pulled. Recent reports that Alfa Romeo has a massive USA inventory of unsold vehicles, but so does Jeep. So that could be a reason why they pulled them or they're not in such a big rush to ship them here. Normally, this is pretty early, but I mean, I do say, well, normally it's like October-ish that you'll see the newer cars come out. So actually, it's right on time when it comes to the new model years, but maybe they're kind of dialing it back and maybe pushing deliveries for another month or so, letting the old inventory clear out, which is why you'll see my video that I'm posting tomorrow. I already have uploaded and ready for you guys. We'll talk about that then. I can see it. You can see it. 2 models to build. All right. So hold on. Where are you? Are you on Alfa Romeo USA's? Or are you on an Italian configurator? When do you predict the new Giulia will come out? It's supposed to be 2026. Should I put a manual transmission in Giulia? Oh well. Yeah, the next generation should be 2026. Do Do we know if there will still be ICE options for the new Giulia, hoping the Hurricane? So for the vehicle, what does that say? HO for QV. I'm not exactly sure what that last part meant. Hurricane is what I'm thinking. I've been really hearing in the rumor mills that well, it's gonna be well, it was going to be like a electric with a range extender, but I think now they're saying plug-in hybrid to keep it simplified because they've been on a simplifying role here. So it might be a plug-in hybrid for the new models, and the Hurricane engine more than likely will end up in the I want to say 2 liters, but the Sprint, Ti, and Veloce trims will more than likely have the Hurricane engine, just like the Charger Daytona on the Stella Large platform. What up? What up? What up, Dr. Fear? USA. So you can see it on the USA configurator, but when you select it, it refreshes. So does it show? Does it show the 2025 models? Because it doesn't show it for me at all. So that's the thing. Like it did yesterday, but I can no longer see them. Yeah, I can no longer see them, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah, because it only has 2024, but it had 2025 up there. Yeah, I cannot see it. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they pulled it down. Where are we at? It will be an Alpha and name only. It will be a Dodge platform. Yeah, so the Stella platforms or STLA platforms is what they call it. I definitely think that that's going to be ranging across most Stellantis vehicles, so it's not going to be directly for Alpha, which is crazy to me because the Gurkale, when you get like the Gurkale Trofeo, you get the best of both worlds because you get it on the the Giorgio platform, and that's what Alphas are on right now with hybrid power. It has a battery, so that these cars are able to have hybrid power on the Giorgio platform. And the thing is you get Alpha-esque engine power when it comes to the Trofeo. It's basically the same as the Quadrifoglio models, but you get the agility of the Giorgio platform, and you get the luxuriousness and technology of Maserati's options. So, like, really, it could have been done for the Stelvio, but I think to redesign the whole platform, and I think I told you guys this before, and I've heard before that even to redesign the central tunnel to put Uconnect 5 in the Stelvios and Giulias like they have in the Tonale would cost like around $80 million of crash testing and R&D and stuff. So they really would have had to dump a lot of money into the Stelvios and Giulias to keep it on the Giorgio platform, but to change things up when it comes to a lot of that stuff. So, it's crazy because it had more potential that Maserati was able to take advantage of before that is on its way out. So it'd be interesting to me how much longer the Grecale will be on the Giorgio platform because you know, they won't be making it anymore. Stellantis will be making the Stella platforms. So really the Giorgio will live on in the Grecales, but other than that, where else is it showing up? You might know, but what is this Giulia Tributo edition? First time hearing that. So the Tributo came out in Italy like a year ago. And we never got it here in the US. I didn't think we were gonna get it in the US, but basically it's an appearance package. So you get like the body coloring on the car all in the same color. It really makes the most sense on the Stelvio and the Tonale because the wheel wells and the side skirts and the rear diffuser and all that, those are a different color. They could be like Vesuvio gray or Volcano black, but now they're going to be the same body color of the car, which will be between Alfa Rosso, Verde Fangio, or I believe Milano white. Yeah, because it's going to be the colors of the Italian flag. And then you get like, what is it? Like your seat stitching is different and a couple other things, but it's just an appearance pack for the Tributo Italiano. So Italian tribute. So they came out in Italy a while ago. So like for the press releases for the Giulia Stelvio and Tonale and all that stuff that I showed, it was stuff that had been out for the Tributo Italiano. If you guys notice, that was the Italian versions of those cars because they had the Italian plates and everything. That's all that Alfa Romeo USA gave. So I don't think that they took more press photos for the press releases for the 2025 models, which is why I just gave you those photos because that's the ones that they provided. But those were from last year in Italy. So now the US is going to get those models, the Tributo Italiano. So it's just basically an appearance package. So you get a Giulia, you get a Stelvio, you get a Tonale, all in one core package. So more, I guess, standard equipment, which is why you get a higher price range. And then if you want to add, you can have a Veloce package in the options list. And I saw this for myself on the stickers for the dealership who had the cars coming. But you get a Veloce package. It lists everything there. What you get for the Veloce package, I forgot how much it costs. And then, that's basically it. So it's, like I said, it's just like the Maserati Ultimas, where the Maserati Ultimas, they put them there basically to say, these are the last ones you can get. Let me give you most of everything that we made you option out before standard. So you pay a higher premium for it. And then you can add a few options. You got one interior color. You got 5 color choices. You got 2 or 3 wheel options. They kept it stripped down because they were on their way out. They didn't put a lot of money into them because they were on their way out. Let's use the rest of the stuff we got, give it a couple of special editions, and then there we go. So now we're on that transitional phase for Alfa Romeo, and it's come to light with those press releases from yesterday and today that this is it. Okay, so we've been talking about this for a couple of years. We knew it was coming. It is here. All right, so 2025 to 2026 is going to be a very transitional phase for the brand. I'm not sure where the Tonale goes from here. I'm not sure when we will see the Stelvio actually hit dealership lots, but I'm thinking fall of next year. And then the Giulia, hopefully within the fall of 2026, between that calendar year. But I would hope it wouldn't be too much further out from the Stelvio hitting the lots. So again, if you love these cars in the iterations that you are seeing them today, this is it. Okay. If those press releases from yesterday or today didn't, I guess convince you enough, this is my final warning. The quadrifolio models are done. There's no 2025 year quadrifolio here in the United States. Can't speak for Europe. Here in the United States, the press releases were for the Tonale, the Giulia 2.0, and the Stelvio 2.0. They said the Super Sports were it. I told you guys back in February that April was supposed to be it for the quadrifolios. Alfa extended that to June with the Super Sports. What else can I tell you? They might make them to the end of the year, but there's no specific new model. There should be no 2025 quadrifolio model. So there's that. I went on a big tangent. And I'm not complaining by all means. I'm just letting you guys know I'm here to inform per usual. Okay. I'm always team Alfa, always team Maserati, whatever. I'm just here informing, constructive criticism, all that great stuff. All right. Oh, wow. I lost my place. Yep, it's confirmed. Can't build a 2025. Okay. See, so I knew I couldn't find it. Based on the DiGiorgio platform. Oh, so I didn't realize that the Stella is based on it too. So I guess it's you know what? I might have known that. Because I probably told you guys that at one point, and then just completely forgot what I spouted out. The 2025 Giulia is being replaced with a purple Ghibli with gold trim. I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the Penguin series on HBO? The Batman villain. He drives that purple Maserati Ghibli. So he drove it in the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. And then I made a video about that. And now I watched the first episode of the Penguin series, and he's still pulling up in that purple and gold Maserati. I think the Giulia is going to be big because the Daytona platform is huge. It's going to be interesting how this will actually turn out. I hope the handling and agility is not compromised. I do predict that sometimes in the future, in about 30 years, our Giulia and Stelvios will be considered classics and increase in value over time. We have the last real and raw Romeos. Those were all from one person, by the way. Nick, appreciate the thoughts. And you might be right, man. And I told you I got it wrong. And again, you'll hear this in the video that I posting tomorrow. I thought that the Giulias and Stelvio quadrifolio models, after I told you guys, hey, this is it, this is it, this is it, that they would go up in value. Tomorrow's video. But hopefully one day we will see, like you said, the comment right after that, the quad with the charts going up. Let's hope that's the case. But right now, if you want one, might be able to get it for a discount. We'll see. The last real and raw Alphas for me had manual transmissions. Unfortunately, I can't relate. We can't relate here in the United States because we didn't get those. So, boohoo to us. You win. you got manual Alphas. We did not. Oh, standard output. That's what you meant by SO. Okay. My bad for being a dummy. My bad, AP. Standard output 400 horsepower. So yes. So the new Giulias, I really hope that's the case. In 2026, the new Giulias, if they get that Hurricane engine on a Stella Large platform and get standard output of 400 horses, rejoice. As the Martin Scorsese meme would be like, absolute cinema. Cinema. I would love to be a part of that movie because that is going to be fun. We've been begging Alfa Romeo to increase the horsepower in the Giulias for so long because we had for 7 years 280 horsepower out of that engine. I felt like we could have went to at least 300 in the Grecale Modena. Well, that has the battery assistance, and you get 325 horsepower on that same Giorgio platform. So we knew it was possible. So again, 400 horsepower. That will make me forget that it's not necessarily the same Alphas that we know and love. But the drivability, if it's still there, if it has some soundtrack and some drivability with some horsepower, count me in. Now, the looks, that's going to be subjective for a lot of people because I know since the whole FCA PSA merger into Stellantis, I know a lot of people haven't been biggest fans of what the design language would be moving forward. We don't know yet, but for me, I'm gonna eat it up regardless. All right, so we'll talk about it when that time comes. The penguin, yes. See, so yeah, I knew exactly what you were talking about when you were talking about that Maserati. Good luck getting parts for them. Oh, for the quad models or just regular models in general? I mean, decades ago, or new Giulia with manual, few and far between. Yeah. Alpha should have sold the V6 without turbos as well. Stellantis has ruined several brands thus far. It's been a tough time for Stellantis. I haven't gotten on a full video on that because I don't necessarily like to talk about those corporate woes that involve people in the higher up because it's not Alpha's fault. It's not Maserati's fault. It's coming from the top, and dealerships are striking back like the Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars. If you don't know, you know. They're kind of going after the higher ups in Stellantis. A lot of things aren't going as well in the United States as we would like them to. And we're dealing with things like a rough economy. We're dealing with things like an election. We're dealing with just overall quality of life when it comes to people and prioritizing premium goods, which Alfa Romeo is a premium brand, Maserati is a premium brand. There's just a ton of things that are going on behind the scenes to where these brands suffer. And again, we'll talk about that a little bit more tomorrow, but I don't necessarily get too much into that stuff. Definitely beyond my pay grade, but I hope things do turn around here in the United States sometime soon. Ferrari should buy Maserati and make an Italian Mercedes out of it. So if Ferrari buys Maserati, they should take Alfa with it too. I would love that. Reason being, obviously, is because those three are the three musketeers. You know what I mean? Like they've always been associated with each other if you know the history, obviously. But with that said, I definitely think that those Italians need to stick together when it comes to, overall just reputation, scalability, and so forth, so on. I think really Alfa Romeo has suffered with being the little brother to Maserati, and Maserati is already the little brother to Ferrari, which, that's an opinion of mine, but it feels like they were always last. Let me explain an example of that. So Maserati was never going to be able to make a car better than Ferrari, to not step on Ferrari's toes. The MC12, that's an exception. But when it comes to things like making cars that are faster or more desirable or whatnot than Ferrari, it wasn't going to happen. Point in case, the Alfieri. The Alfieri would have taken the market by storm, would have just done crazy things for Maserati, would have definitely taken some tension away from Ferrari. Who gets it? Who gets that model? Ferrari. What do they name it? The Roma. I don't care what anybody else says on the corporate side of things. The Roma is the Alfieri. Maserati's like, all right, well, what's going on with you over there, Alpha? What do you got going on? Oh yeah, we're building this. We just announced it. Our product line. We got a GTV coming out, a 6C coming out. And Maserati's like, what? A who? Tell me more about this 6C. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna take that. We're gonna call it the MC20. Okay, all right. Well, then what is Alpha left with after that? So I feel like they've always been the little sister to where Maserati's been the little brother to where Ferrari's been the big brother. So I feel like if they could all get together, and I want to say equally, because again, they will still be put in a bubble under the Ferrari umbrella, but get more from each other and share more and do more together, I definitely think it would help build up their product reputation and overall prestige in the brands. Um, Luckily, if you guys are following along with that, Alfa Romeo did come back and they're like, hey, you know what? We're gonna take your MC20 back. It was gonna be our 6C and make it even crazier, even more expensive than your MC20, and we're gonna call it a 33 Stradale based off of our old one. How you like that, Mozzie? So, so I feel like that's the hierarchy of power when it comes to those brands. But it would be great to see those three together. Porsche is doing fine. Porsche is doing fine for sure. Maserati has dealt with a lot of things in the past, and Alfa Romeo too. When it comes to reliability, when it comes to depreciation, when it comes to parts cost, Alpha, when it comes to reliability, reputation, when it comes to dealer network. So there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that have hurt the brands a bit too. So that adds on top of the other things that are going on here in the United States too. Yeah, I love Maserati, but they cheap out on stuff that wouldn't even be expensive to add. And I know that the prices are another thing that's got people in kind of a sour mood with a lot of things. But the products that Maserati have been putting out have been great the past couple of years. I do think that the pricing could always be adjusted, and I've always been transparent about that. But I've always thought that if I had the money, I would buy it 100%. I definitely think that they're speaking to people like me who have been in these cars, that have been around these cars and love these cars and will pay money no matter what money. We'll pay money for these cars. So for me, looking from the outside in and comparing it to the market and all that kind of stuff, yeah, okay. Maybe it should be a little bit lower. Maybe it should be a little bit closer to this. But for what I love about Maserati and what joy I get out of the brand, take my money. You know what I mean? So call me naive, but take my money. I'll give it to Mazzy. Let's see. Well, I'm keeping my 2024 Carbon Edition forever then. Yes, please. Please, please, please. What color did you get? I think you already told me. But I know if you got the Carbon Edition, that your interior is red. Did you get a red on red? I think you got a red on red, AP. I don't remember though. All this now proves how overrated Sergio Marchionne was as CEO chairman. Only Ferrari came out of his management. Wow. Yikes. I didn't say it. Listen, Sergio was, I don't want to say before my time because I started with Mazzi in 2014, but I was on the tail end of a lot of what he was doing. So I didn't get as deep until right before he passed. So I can't say about a lot of things. I can't speak on a lot of things about him, but obviously, I heard he's a great guy as far as a businessman and what he's done for these brands. Obviously, I've benefited from. So there's that. 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia is worth next to nothing at this point. I'm right at 60,000 miles, considering purchasing an extended warranty, doing an ECU tune, and adding CarPlay, Android Auto to the head unit. You can do all that stuff. So you guys know. Oops, sorry. You guys know that I've been kind of looking at. Well, I was looking at trying to get a quad, and then you know, things happen where like, well, job stability isn't as great. Interest rates are crazy. And there's an election coming up. I'm not sure where the jobs are going. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to have some money saved. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I'm going to wait a second just to make sure that I can do this. Like, I don't want to say thoughtfully, but like, make sure that I'm making the right decision. Because remember, it's going to be a second car. Right? I already got a car, but I got to make sure that it makes sense. And I was looking at pre-owned models, and then I was looking at pre-owned 2.0 models because it would be a Giulia. And I was like, man, I would love to, and I think I told you guys this. I would love to get possibly a 2 liter and build it up, do all these kind of stuff. I've been talking to Modded Motors, and looking at Alfissimo and their websites and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, it would be cool to build something up and make something cool of it, and then move on to the next product, build the channel around it, do all that kind of stuff. Um, and I was like, man, let me wait to see how the things go with the market and all that kind of stuff, because I don't know, it might fall. Which, I mean, for people who have these cars and want to get rid of them, not looking too good for you. But if it's a buyer's market, well, then it might work out for me as a consumer. But again, I just kind of want to make sure that I'm not putting too much money outside of my means and doing anything too crazy. So I was kind of like, let me wait, let me hold on. But it's still in the works. I still want one. It's still gonna happen. All right. So whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do it. What'd you say? Not me. What? Not me. What? You said not you, Ronnie. Not me. What? Hold on. You just came into the chat, right? Oh no, you've been in the chat, so you know what this conversation is about, right? Hi, just joining. What's this about again? Okay. Well, all right. I guess I went on Maserati USA's configurator yesterday after the press releases to go build a 2025 Giulia and a 2025 Stelvio to film to put on the channel. I went to look at it. It was there. The configurator was there. I went through it and everything. I just didn't film it because I wasn't ready to film it quite yet. Did a bunch. I also saw two Stelvio two Stelvio 2.0s that were 2025 models going to a specific dealer. It was on their inventory. They had their window sticker and everything on their dealer website. Both of those things are no longer there today. The configurator is not up for the 2025 model year. Those two cars were taken down from their website. I don't know what happened to the 2025 models. I'm not sure after the press releases we got. All of a sudden, now the 2025 models cannot be configured, at least not on Alfa Romeo USA's website. As I refresh again, it is still not there. And the dealership that I went to, those cars are no longer there. People who work at that dealership do watch this channel. They will probably not comment on that, but we'll probably have a conversation off screen, I'm sure, because they could probably tell me what happened. But yeah, so I'm not sure why the 2025s weren't ready or what was going on, but that was the main source of this conversation. So yeah. You said GTA 6 vibes. We got 2025 Alfa Romeos before we got GTA 6. You think GTA 6 is going to come out on time? We'll see. A lot of people are making like bets to see if it gets delayed. We'll see what happens. Extended warranties are a scam, even on an Alpha. And I had one from one of the more reputable companies. Yeah. Buy older Mazda and just upgrade your interior to your preference. I think that's the best thing you can do. Again, I would love, if it made sense for me, I would put all my money into a new Giulia I know we are talking about Maserati there, but I'll put all my money into a new Giulia. I am not there because I got a couple of other things to balance here in this house, and I gotta be ready for that. But with that said, I will get one. I want a quad. I have to get a pretty pre-owned one. Maintenance scares the crap out of me, so warranties are something I'm looking at. If that's the case, but if not, then I'll get a 2.0 and I will mod it and do some things to it, make it, to my taste, drive something unique. It's already unique, it's an Alpha, but then drive something even more unique, have some fun with it, build the channel more around that, and then take it to the next level. We're getting close to maybe 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Getting an Alpha and doing an Alpha build on this channel, I'm sure it will definitely raise that bar even higher. So I would love to do something like that as well. So that's my thought process. Is definitely going to be used until I can get a new one. And then by the time I can get a new one, it might be the next gen models. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so hey, DMV Mozzie, what's up? Get a Mozzie, not an Alpha. Hold on, let me read the comments above yours real quick. I just saw your name show up. Hold on. Seeing some 2021 Ti Sports going for 26K with 32,000 miles. Yeah, they're not bad right now. It's the interest rates are still a little crappy. So that's why I'm kind of like, man, like you got to put like $6,000 down and stuff to like make it make sense, stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not ready to do all that, especially around the holiday time coming up. So I would say it's a buyer's market depending on your area, or if you don't mind buying it out of state. Might be an out of state thing. I thought about it too. I've just been looking in Florida because we got a lot of stuff as far as inventory in Florida. A lot of inventory in Florida. So I've been looking. So DMV back to DMV Maserati. So he has a beautiful MC, Gran Turismo MC in white. Man is a legend. Go check him out on Instagram. His username is DMV Mazzi. DMV.Mazzi, I believe, if you want to double check me there. The Gran Turismo, you're gonna talk me against it and say that it's not as bad, but man, I've been seeing some videos on the maintenance on that thing, and me having the Ghibli, to replace the buttons on my armrest was $1,100 because you had to do the whole thing, like that. Buying it old, pre-owned, higher mileage Gran Turismo scared the crap out of me when it came to maintenance. So I was like, I don't know. So that's why I kind of went like, well, I did tell Alfa Romeo USA the next time I got a car, it would be an Alfa because I've had two Maseratis, and they've been very good to me over the past couple of years, and you guys have seen that. So I was like, oh, maybe I think I should step into to the Alfa Romeo world too, which I've always wanted to, but I got to put money one way, put money the another way. The main thing drawing me to the Gran Turismo is the naturally aspirated V8. So with that said, there's a lot of things drawing me to the Alpha models. So I think Alpha is the way that I'm going. DMV, I know you're sad. That just means I'm gonna have to take opportunities to jump into more Gran Turismos as they come in and show them off to everyone. Yeah, I haven't really asked, but are Alphas unique in the US? Because just an example for you in Europe, GT500 or a Corvette will get you looks from everyone since it's very rare and loud for the EU. They're rare to a certain extent because, I mean, obviously Alpha isn't selling enough of them, but they're getting better as far as viewability. I mean, like in my neighborhood, in my vicinity of, I want to say my vicinity of the area, I think I have at least 3 or 4 that I know of that I'll see at least 3 times or 4 times a week that live in the neighborhood and stuff like that. I normally see them out and about. Quadrifolios are rare. I don't see quadrifolios on the road, maybe 1 or 2 every like 3 or 4 months. So quadrifolios are the rarest. I rarely see Tonales. I see more Stelvios than anything. And yeah, so I still feel like they are rare in a sense that a lot of people still don't know what they are, which is crazy. That, you know, I feel like Alpha has done some marketing, but I guess it's not enough because these still people say, "Oh, there's Alfa Romeo dealership here," or "Oh, where do you?" What? I know those were back in the States, sir. sir, they've been back in the States since 2014 when the 4C launch editions came out. I'm like, damn. So like, I mean, I feel like, am I not doing a good enough job? I've been doing this for 9 years with these brands, and I'm still getting people saying they don't know Alphas are here. So crazy to me. Um, Alphas aren't that rare here, at least. And where's here, Dr. Fear? Where are you at? The Squadra tune is supposed to be amazing. Ooh, see, that's what I'm saying. Like getting into tuning cars and stuff like that. I want to start doing that again. 2025 Alpha GTA 6 Cowboys with a playoff game. we're gonna get GTA 6 and Cowboys winning a playoff game before we get 2025 Alphas back. Oh, I agree. The biggest cost, valve covers, which is what shocked me, but as well as maintenance, it's honestly not as bad. I've had it for a year and I've probably spent around 5,000 to 6,000. Okay, so on your MC Gran Turismo, $5,000 to $6,000 for the year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to pay to play, and of course, with these kind of cars, that's the kind of things you want to do. I mean, I want to take it out and show it off, and I wouldn't drive it that much. I know you're like at every car show every weekend, DMV Mozzie. You're at every car show. I see it on Instagram. I would take mine out every now and then, but it would definitely be a weekend warrior. But I don't think I would put enough miles on my car to spend as much as maintenance as you, depending on the car, depending on the age, depending on what's needed. But yeah, I definitely that 5,000 to 6,000 number still scares me because let me tell you, I'm driving my Telluride right now because that's how I get back and forth through these Ford dealerships. And I mean, it cost me what, like $60 for an oil change, and then like you throw a tire rotation, whatever else in there, some small things, $95. Like every 6,000 miles. I'm like, 6,000. That's tough. But listen. If the channel does good enough and I'm making the money to put back into the car, I have no problem because guess what? I'm gonna be up in that dealership, filming the process, showing you guys what's going on, and you guys go along for the ride with me. You're watching it, you're giving me currency by watching it, and then you're seeing where your hard-earned time is going. And dollar value by watching me get my car fixed while it's broken down. So it works both ways. Also, for the people who are here, I started a vlog channel. You guys probably didn't see the post on my YouTube channel yet. I haven't put it on my Facebook. I haven't put it on my Instagram yet. I started a vlog channel. Guess what it's called? I'll give you one guess. Somebody put it in the chat. Guess what it's called? I didn't post my first video yet, but the channel is created, and I'm going to find it for you guys so I can put it in the chat box so you guys can subscribe, please. And I'm going to start vlogging and doing behind the scenes stuff. And hopefully you guys like it because why not? As Shia LaBeouf said, just do it. And I just going to do it. I've been talking about it for a while. Why not just turn the camera on myself and show you guys some stuff? So I'll let you guys guess that first. Once somebody takes a guess, then I'll put it in the chat box. But guess what the name is. If you're already subscribed, you can't cheat. Was at the Alfa Romeo Museum in Milan a couple of weeks back. Would recommend it. Anyone visiting Milan, especially the bunker tour. Funny story, a couple nights ago, I was having a discussion about an Italy trip, possibly next year. Early discussions, possibly next year. I need to renew my passport. It expired in 2023. I have not used it. It expired over 10 years. I got to get a new passport, but I've actually, between you guys and me, I had a discussion 2 days ago about a possible Italian trip. Now, if Alfa Romeo, I know Maserati ain't gonna bring me, but if Alfa Romeo USA wants to bring me, they're like, hey, let's show you the new Stelvio, let's show you the new Giulia, do a little video collab before we bring it out. You know what I mean? Like we shock the world and we do the first video with this Black American guy in Florida, and they're like, whoa, you collabed with someone that's not Italian and did this kind of cool review, and I'm in. Count me in. Let's do it. Other than that, I'm gonna have to do it on my own coin. That might be a little bit longer than I expect. All right, of course. So you're close. You're close to the guess. You're close to the guess. It's Ron's Rides Vlogs. I have to look at it myself. You said Ron's Vlogs. It's Ron's Rides Vlogs. All right, so you guessed the vlog channel. Close enough. There's the link. Click that real quick. Subscribe. I got 14 subscribers right now. I didn't make a video yet, but I got 14 subscribers right now. Get on there. I'm going to refresh it by the end of this chat, this little chat I got with you guys, and then let's see how many I got. And I'll pin this message. Pin this mother. Y'all going to see that right at the top. Ron's Rise Vlogs. Check me out. All right, let me get back to the the chat. My bad, guys. Again, this live stream was not planned. I know a lot of you guys is later where you are, so sorry for keeping you up. Listen, it's Friday, TGIF. Some of you guys it's already Saturday. Thank you for hanging out with me. Where am I at? Oh, I'm from Northern Ireland. Quite rare here. Only is one dealership, one Alfa dealership. Woo! I thought our dealer network was rough. That's crazy. NRI is pretty small though, and Alfa isn't too mainstream. Yeah, which is crazy. Like I said, Alfa doesn't get the love it should, and I don't know why yet. I'm not sure. You know, if it's like when a rapper dies and then you start streaming their music, like why weren't they popular when they were rapping? You know, like then they get like, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's like, all right, now their streams are like #1 on the charts. So, you know, Alfa, love it while it's here, because there might be a day that, especially here in the US, is not here. So appreciate it while it's here. Don't start like wishing they were here when they're not anymore. Premium 911, Caymans, Boxsters, Miatas, Mustangs, BMW still sold with manual trans. Alfa made a massive mistake ignoring that market. I wish it came here. I would have loved to see it here. And I would love to see Alfa continue to make it, you know, but now you'll probably just see more conversions than anything. Have not seen one Giulia or Stelvio Q yet in Sweden. Really? Wow. Giulia Coupe, I wish. I've seen around 4 of them last year while I was in Sweden. Okay, so 4. Best thing that could happen to Alfa and Maserati is Ferrari taking both over. We were talking about that. Excuse me. We were talking about that a little bit earlier, about if Ferrari did come together with Maserati and Alfa Romeo again and how that would go. Alpha Sigma vlog with Ron. Listen, basically, I'm just doing behind the scenes of like what I do in between the days. And you know, you would think it's pretty boring, but it's not like I'm cooking bacon or anything like that. It's like the vlogs that I've already filmed, or like the footage I've already filmed. Like I was driving to go get content for a client out on the west hand side of Florida while the hurricane was on its way. Yeah, the hurricane we just had, Helene, that hit last night. So like I was doing stuff like that. And then I'm gonna take you behind the scenes while I'm doing stuff like that, editing while I'm at places, trying to get different contracts, all that kind of stuff. There's a special behind the scenes that will be coming. Well, I don't want to give away too much, but there's a special video that's coming for you guys by next week, hopefully. So if you want to subscribe to a vlog channel, like I said, I don't got any high expectations for that. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna put my face behind the camera like I always do, show you guys my mean mug, and hopefully you love it there as well. Have I ever been to Italy? I have not been to Italy. It's been a crime. It's an absolute crime. I've not been to Europe. I'm practicing my Italian with these videos though, and you know how well that's working. But it is on my bucket list. Italy, Japan, Dubai. That's on my bucket list. So that will happen. Italy is obviously the highest one on the bucket list. We'll share some pics with you of the museum. Please do. My email, I think my email is linked to my page, so check it. Let's get it. Yeah, you're, like I said, you pretty good guess on the vlog name. If you do go, make sure as when Monza F1 is on. See, I would like to do that. That would be awesome. That would be awesome, especially like if Alfa Romeo got back into Formula One. I want to do a meetup though once I go to Italy. So, like I said, I was talking about it a couple of days ago and what that would be like. I gotta get my passport. But I would like to let you guys know so then like we can all like meet in a place and you guys can bring your cars and like we can chop it up or just say hello and do some cool stuff. So that'd be awesome. Um, what do you think about the Ghibli Trofeo? I want to get the 2021 for around 60K with 20,000 miles. Just concerned about depreciation. Is it that bad? If you're gonna buy one, you shouldn't be concerned about depreciation. You should um, take advantage of the depreciation. So you just basically said it right there. If it's got 20,000 miles and you're buying it for $60,000, if we're talking about US dollars, that's half off of the price of that thing. So you're already winning. So don't buy it with the thoughts of selling it. Buy it with the thoughts of I'm getting an amazing deal on a car that should be more expensive and I'm going to enjoy it and get the most out of it. And then if I gotta sell it, I gotta sell it. But don't buy it with the thoughts of when can I sell it and what can I sell it for. Buy it with the thoughts of enjoying that thing because you're not gonna want to let go of it. I promise you, not a Trofeo. Fry up some bacon, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that on the vlogs, but like I said, I've been filming some stuff. I got a couple more things to film, and then I'll make my first video. But definitely, you guys click that link. Let me see what I'm at right now. Let's see how dedicated you guys are. All right, I got four more of you guys to subscribe. All right, so I'm at 18. I appreciate the real ones clicking on the link, helping a brother out. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. It's tough out here in this YouTube world, so I appreciate you guys subscribing to my vlog channel. It'll be very funny once this live stream goes up on the channel and you guys are playing it back. Again, I wasn't expecting to do this live stream, and I know the thumbnail and everything seems like I'm taking a dig at Alfa. I am not. If you guys watch the live stream playback, you understand why I actually made this. It was spare the moment. Literally was about to make a video for you guys about the 2025 configurator and about the 2025 models that were supposed to be going to a dealership, and none of those things are there anymore. So now you're stuck with me. Hopefully not too much longer. It's already been 51 minutes. Holy crap. All right, let me get to the comments. Go to Italy, rent a Mazda or Ferrari, and drive around Italian mountains while looking at the Adriatic Sea on a sunny day in the mountains, or Adriatic Sea. Sorry. That would be also awesome. If I could do that, I would probably get a quad. I mean, come on, let's be real. Take it out there. Giulia 2.0s are going for dirt cheap in Southern Cali. I mean, California, listen, I've been looking at some of these older models and the older specs. I'm like, dang, I could get Trofeo White. I can get Rosso Comp. I could get the two-tone interiors. Like, oh man. I was even looking at the anodized blue, Monza red, Lipari gray. There was a lot of different colors out there. I was like, man, I forgot they made these. I was like, dang, I was like, it'd be cool to bring one of those to the channel. But the thing is like, I'm gonna get the spec exactly that I want because what I'm going to do is change up everything. I'm going to put a new bumper on there, new this, new that. And I'll probably wrap it or respray it or do something cool. So I don't want to get like something that I like too much because then I'm going to like hate breaking it down to tune in and do all that stuff. Rosso Edna looks amazing. The red on red isn't too much because you're either inside the car or outside, never in between. That's true. You only see what you see. So yeah, I thought you had red on red. That's what I thought. Yeah, keep that carbon edition. Enjoy it, please. Looks awesome with the doors open anyway, 100%. Which Alfa is your favorite of all time? Mine is the Alfa 8C. She is a beauty, also the same engine as the Mazda GT. I don't mean to be a Mr. Me Too, but that I was going to say that before you even said it. The 8C is one I've only seen in person once at Alfa Romeo Central Florida. I did not film it. It was a customer car. And I was like lost for words looking at it because one, I was in awe that it was there. Two, I was in awe that it was there. Like I'm seeing it in person, it looks so good. And knowing the soundtrack that's in that is the best of both worlds. You got some of the best Italian beauty when it comes to Alfa Romeo. And then you got some of the best sound when it comes to that same in a Maserati engine or Maserati Ferrari engine. That was it for me. That was it. So yeah, Alfa 8C's probably gotta be the best of all time, and I've only seen one in its entire time. So yeah, anybody know anybody with an 8C in Florida? Hit your boy up. Thinking about buying another one. Do it. Exactly. I have a Monte Carlo blue with brown and leather interior, neat white with red interior. I know, you know me, guys. My Ghibli white with red, my Stinger white with red. I would go with white and red if I could again, but then that's boring, so I don't want to do it again. But if I could, I would. But yeah, Monte Carlo blue with the brown interior. Again, like if you do that, gentleman spec, Monte Carlo blue, tan, bright 5-hole wheels, yellow calipers. Like that is like the spec of all specs because you can't get any of those options in that combination like that. You can't get tan interior still, but they brought that back. So it was one of those things that went away for a couple of years. It was brought back. Wait, these two both have the same what? They have the same. Oh, the same engine. Yeah, the 8C and the Gran Turismo have the same engine. Same NA V8. 4.7, I believe, is the same 8C 4.7 as the Gran Turismo. I've seen it once too in silver, and luckily I took photos. Yeah, see, I didn't take photos. Like I said, it was a customer car. I didn't want no disrespect. You know what I mean? Like the customer wasn't there. I did not want to, disrespect anybody or do anything I wasn't supposed to. So that was that. With that said, I'm going to let you answer that question about the 8C having the same engine. Okay. And then I think I can let you guys go right before under an hour, unless anybody else has anything else to say. Let me see if you guys subscribe to the vlog channel. Let me see what's up. Come on, we got one more. We got one more. I need you guys to click that link, subscribe to the vlog channel, help your boy out. And hopefully you enjoy my mug, enough. Oh, link to pics to your email. Oh, you sent. Oh, I thought I just saw that notification. Did you see my eyes look over? Yep, I got it. Hold on. I'm not gonna expose your email, but I'm gonna tell you that I got it by seeing what color they are. All right. So you sent me to a Google accounts, continue on web, view album. Oh yes, you got to see the racing edition, Giulia, the Formula One racing edition. Oh yeah, the V6 is sitting out there. A lot of classics. Yeah, that's what's up. Dang, you took a lot of photos. Holy crap. Okay, so I'll take a moment to get on those in a moment. Glad you got my email and you sent those to me. That's the kind of stuff I want to visit when I take an Italy trip, maybe next year. I'm hoping so. Alfa Romeo, hit me up if you want to get me there sooner. Um, Quadrifoglio brakes, low key scares me. As I get it, has some Bluetooth type brakes or something like that. I don't know that much. I know carbon ceramics look cool, and if you got the carbon ceramics, they're about $10,000. So those would scare me to replace, but chances are you don't necessarily have to replace those. Um, with that, over time, you're never going to go through the life of those. I think they last like 80,000 miles or something like that for the Quadrifoglio brakes. But yeah, the steel ones, I'm not exactly sure. If you're not, are you talking about like brake by wire? Because you said something about Bluetooth type brakes. Um, yeah, you took a lot of pics. What's up, Jay's collection? Jay, what you got in your collection, real quick? If that name was literal. And somebody just sent me some PayPal money. Who just did that? Hold on. I see the name. Oh, okay. Hold on. Wow. Okay. So somebody just sent me money in PayPal, and I'm not sure if this relates to the chat, but I'm going to show you guys a mess. No, I can't show because it's going to show like the name and transaction ID. Your enthusiastic videos convinced me it was okay to lease a Tonale Veloce in green. 2 months into it, it's great. I've used it only about 20 gallons. Keep it up. Looking forward to that Giulia EV. Then they set their name. Wow. Okay. If you're in the chat, thank you. If this is unrelated to the chat, your timing is impeccable because I got to express that thank you to everyone here today. And when this gets posted to the channel, if they stuck around this long, you guys have stuck around this long, Your real ones. The guys that are real ones are the ones who subscribe to my vlog channel that I put in the chat, which let's see. We went from 19 to refresh, 20. Oh, we're still at 19. It's all right, guys. It's all right. I'll spam you with that link a little bit more and you can click it. And if you like what you see, I should have a video coming out next month. If you like what you see, maybe you guys will subscribe to that. Congrats to the guy. Yeah, 100%. Have a great rest of the evening. Thank you. I appreciate it, DMV. Enjoy your day. Tonale is one of the best commuter cars, in my opinion. Listen, don't let people sleep on it. I'm trying to do my best and do what works as far as informing everybody. Hopefully that, I mean, obviously it's working for some people, but hopefully that translates well for most others. Disco Volante. Is that your favorite Alfa, Jason? And Jay, you never told us what your collection is, man. I want to let everybody go, but I see your name, and I want to see if you got any Alfas in the collection. But big shout out to the person who sent me that chat. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram story with everything blurred out. And so if you follow me there, you'll see it, and you'll know that I wasn't making it up. Also, Maserati USA. The person head of Maserati USA marketing follows me, and a couple other people from Maserati USA follow me, so they might see that as well. They say, "Hey, you're doing a good job, man. We're gonna hook you up." So we'll see what happens. Alfa 60 Sprint 2-door. That would have been beautiful to see something like that, but we never got those over here. I mean, not like we got the 8Cs here, but I've seen the 8C here, so I'll say it that way. With that said, guys, hopefully you didn't take the thumbnail and the title too literally. if you did, then hopefully I explained it a little bit more for you guys throughout this live stream while we're here today. And this will post to the channel, so other people will get to watch it. And I do have the live chat thing going back to the channel as well, so we will be in the live chat as well, so people will see that too. So with that said, I see you drove the Disco Volante back in the day. That's what's up. Again, I wish we had those kind of cars here, but if I make it over to see it in the museum, I'll be able to appreciate it in stagnant format. But I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Have a nice weekend. Appreciate the pictures. I'm going to go check those out. Appreciate the person who donated to me, and appreciate everybody for liking this video, for subscribing to this channel, for subscribing to the vlog channel, just everything you guys do, rocking with your boy, and allowing me to continue to pass on my passion from here to the screen. So with that said, guys, there's my spiel. Have a great day. We will see you guys tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow morning. Have a nice weekend, and we will see you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Alphaholics, let's go. Peace.